Hold my camp position.
Oh, I'm being surrounded.
Hi, Erin.
Hello.
Hi. How's your day been?
Good. Confused on why everyone's in a circle.
Not my kind of, but we'll figure it out.
Hi. Okay,
Hi.
so I guess I'm spokesperson at the moment. Um, this is us confronting you about we learned information that despite giving the ultimatum, you guys still went behind all our backs and did it anyways. Obviously we found out, because that's kind of why we're also here.
He's muted for a reason, so I won't hear anyone twice.
There's a whole doc
In any case,
containing
you can
everything.
hear him from my stream.
So I will be reading it to you. You will confirm or deny. And I will tell you how we got it. I will not name names. And we'll go on from there. Obviously, certain people don't know what's going on. Example, Pyros does not know what's going on. So now they will hear it from us, from me telling it to you.
What?
To start off, none of us knew your age. We all thought that you guys were all similar to each other. And then we found out that was not the case, with 2 witnesses telling that to the group, and not only that, people also getting told regarding this. We also know about the whole, oh yeah, no, protected under the law. It is not, because we also learned information that one of the 3, well, one of the 2 to be exact, their parents do not know how old you are. So it is illegal. The other, it is illegal in their state. Another thing is, why were you telling the 2 about preferences? And I'm just going to type this one because I have people walking around. This to 2 minors. And then we got confirmation from other people, from witnesses, that it was engaged in such actions, not once, but multiple times with one, and one time with another. We also found out that you do not feel this way towards Pyro. That you don't, you only like them, but not fully with them, and you were uncomfortable and annoyed with them at first. We also found out that, hold on, that you and Shark did in fact kiss, and we got told from someone that you told them not to tell, and that's morally wrong because you guys went behind our backs and did it anyways. And that this is just morally wrong. And then there was last night. This also comes in with the fact that you were there with both. Well, let me emphasize. You were there with Shark, Soul, you, Milo, and a bunch of other people, majority minors. And you go ahead and pull out the Hagakure, the one with the tape, in front of a bunch of minors. And not only that, then you go to Milo, who was a camera avatar, and you guys were talking about, oh, these good shots, and then, oh, we're not doing another porno, in front of a bunch of minors. Want to explain that?
The good shots thing Milo started talking about at first.
But that does not, even if that is the case, that's not okay. That's a 13-year-old child. You shouldn't have engaged. That's still, how does that make that any better? The fact that you also engaged and did it further, and then one of them had to tell you to stop, and then the other one tells you it's not another porno, like there has been one before.
I am fucking confused.
Then you want to explain that? And you want to explain why you went behind all our backs and did it anyways after we gave you the ultimatum?
I've heard of an that the ultimatum took place, but I don't remember exact details. What?
The ultimatum was that, and I'm gonna quote, it's either if you wanted to stay in the project, all three of you would end what you have. If not, you guys could not stay in it and you could barely join us. Only coming around once in a while. That was the ultimatum. You guys picked to finish and be done with it to stay in the project, and then you guys went and did it anyways, like we weren't gonna find out.
Do we know when that took place? Like, not the ultimatum. What? Because I'm assuming you mean them dating.
Yes, that is what I'm. That is what I'm
When
saying.
did they? How long since the ultimatum? Like, when did they get
The
back?
ultimatum. When was the ultimatum given?
I think it was early July, I think, is when we handed out the ultimatum. Might even have been the end of June.
Ultimatum given, and then we find out, not even not last night, but the night before, that it has been a while, and despite the ultimatum, you guys were like, okay, let's just do it behind their backs, like, I don't know, people weren't gonna tell us?
Okay. Question: you can answer, or she can answer, or both of you can answer. Have they been together since me and her have been dating? Which has been about nearly 2 weeks.
Technically, no. We aren't relationship-wise together.
Well, you don't have to like, because we already know. And it's pretty obvious the way, during filming, you and Shark all up on each other. That's totally not suspicious.
I think she's saying,
And
hold
then
on.
we could. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I can't see. Sorry, I'm on PC. You're fine.
Sorry about that. I had to ask my mom to leave because she was being nosy.
Wait, your
That's
mom?
fine.
You're at your mom's?
Yeah. Thought I told you
I
this.
thought you weren't. No,
No.
you told me you usually go on weekends. I didn't know you were going today.
The schedule stuff has changed.
Okay. Oh shit! There goes my controller. Oh, there it is. All right, cool.
Oof.
All right. So, Star was speaking before you had to go. What were you saying before she had to go AFK?
Okay. So what I'm saying is, either or. We already know. Like we got told already that you guys are doing it behind their backs. I'm not like obviously that's confidential on who and what, and where and why, and who said what. And it's pretty obvious, especially when you're gonna go up to Shark during filmings and be all up on him, while Paris is literally right there. And then when you're hanging out with people, you're gonna go and like smooch up on Shark and then tell them not to tell. That's not, oh no, there's nothing. There's obviously something with that proof, and then we getting told that it is happening.
Please be honest with us. That's all we ask. Just, it'll make you feel better to get the truth off your chest, too.
So
I
my
don't want to
question-
lose anyone, and we want to wait till they're 18. And like, my brain is fried right now. I feel like I'm about to throw up.
Take your time.
Okay. May I ask? Because I'm going. I have a feel. I know. I'm guessing you guys have a reason for keeping names private, but I'm going to assume that it's Shark of Soul. Um, fucking hell, can't think. Brain no worky. Um, fuck, I had a thought and it just went out. So I'm assuming you guys are keeping them mostly and like keeping who said what confidential, but so you're saying that they have been together. Also, wait, Han. First of all, I do know the two are like 15, but from my understanding, they're turning 16 this year, or at least that's the way I understood it.
Nope, not till next year.
No. Yeah. Not till
Shark's
next
turning
year.
15 in less than a month.
Oh
16,
boy.
I mean.
Okay, that fucks
Soul
up
doesn't turn
things a lot.
16 till March.
Also,
Yeah.
gonna tell you, honey, saying you're gonna wait till they're 18 does not sound right. It does not look good saying that. Just putting it out there.
That's
And it doesn't
what
also
we were
explain how.
told, though.
Okay, hold on. It doesn't also explain how last night, with one of them asking you to stop with the Hagakure, you still were messing around with it, and then when you were done with it, while Mad was messing around with Coda, which they're both adults, let me tell you that, with the whole the white water thing, the additive water, and then you're gonna do it to a minor. Like, does that look okay? Because it doesn't. I get two adults messing around with it, but an adult and a minor. Are you serious?
No, it doesn't. I was being silly. I didn't realize any of their ages. I should have asked beforehand.
You 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 knew their age. You were doing it to Soul. You knew Soul's age.
And that's the only one I knew. Well, and Shark.
Okay, but that does that make it okay to do it to Soul though?
No.
That's my point, and that adds on to a bunch of other things. Why did you tell one person not to say that not to say what they saw, which was you kissing Shark?
And I have a question. I want the honest truth because I really do not like lying. Have you three been together while we've been dating?
Technically not dating, but like the thing I told the person, and I know who it was, not to tell, was I gave them a kiss, like, goodbye, because I was getting off. I gave them like a little.
Okay. All right. Okay. I have told you I'm okay with you hanging out with them. I'm not going to go back on that because again, I literally hang out with my exes. Cuddling them, I will even give a pass. But kissing, because also, because currently I'm hearing them say you're still with them, you saying you're not. Either way, it's not looking good either way, because either way, there's at least something going on behind the scenes, and you know what happened to me the last time I had an IRL relationship. You know how that ended for me.
And I'm not trying to do that to you.
Excuse me, I don't mean to cut you off. Oh, go ahead, voice. Go ahead, voice.
So, are you actually going out or not? Because all you said was technically not. What actually is
No.
going on between you two?
We hang out. We are still really close. We still cuddle. We still do the sleep calls because, like, I've known them for so long that, like, hearing their voices is kind of like a comfort thing for me. Same goes for Soul. but that's it.
I'm
So
gonna
it
cut you
sounds
off
like
there.
you're still doing the same stuff, but without the label of being together. Nothing's
Exactly.
really changed, though.
And also, wait, hold on. Actually, wait. Hold on. I'm gonna make sure I heard you correctly because I was kind of trying to process all of this at once. You mentioned sexual when you said like sexual conversation. Did you also
Yes.
mention sexual acts?
Yes, that's what I mentioned after. After I said, why would you tell that to minors, and then why would you engage in sex acts relating to that with minors, knowing their ages?
Oh. Okay,
And
I was asking because you glossed over that, and that's, I'm gonna be honest, ton of all of these things, that's kind of the one you want to answer. Because if you don't, it's gonna look shitty. And if it's not happening, you need to. Fucking hell! I'm gonna.
excuse me. Um, I don't mean to cut you off. This also adds to the other thing with what happened last night with the whole throwing the edited water that's white, whatever. We all know what that is. We all seen it. You said you knew that was wrong. You said you also knew that engaging with what you said, that apparently Milo was the one that initiated engaging with it and making it worse was wrong, and then wearing that avatar in a bunch of front of people is wrong. Then why do you keep doing it? That's my first question. And second, why would you tell such an intimate thing to two minors that are not even at consent age? Because they're not there yet.
Well, I do want to point out, and this is something I
Paris,
know
I
because.
don't mean to cut you off. I'm asking Erin.
Okay. Hun.
And what Voices said is true. You guys are doing everything the same, just with no label. So practically nothing has changed. Which makes it worse.
Erin, are you there? Shit. Did you die? Shit, hold on.
I think she needs a minute, is what it is.
I gotta go take care of something real fast.
Erin, are you okay? But she's having a panic attack right now.
I'm back. What has happened?
She said she's having a panic attack right now.
Shit.
She's
Not much
most
we can
likely
do.
going to get Shark.
And we'll be prepared for Shark to show up.
I'm so sorry if I'm being a little bit too forward.
Nah,
No, you're fine. I would have honestly, to be honest with you, I would have been a little more harsh.
Hearing it, she's directly the one being interrogated. Or whatever you guys are doing. It's like, I'm not even the one being confronted. I'm having a freaking heart race at this point. Hence why I have this.
Erin, are you back?
Aaron, you there? My legs stop twitching.
Just raise your hand to let us know you're back.
Look suspect. Aaron? Aaron? Aaron, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Aaron, look at me. Breathe. Aaron, come on. I think she shut down again.
And strike two.
Yep.
What do you mean strike
I
two?
also did
It's okay. Brought down myself.
the fact that she's brought down the headset. But also, both of her.
Right here. Right here. Gotcha. Me.
I think she's picked the pets up and not controllers. I'm going to guess this is.
All units be aware we have an extra EMT unit en route to our position, ETA 4 minutes.
Her mom's in the room.
Copy.
She's trying to get her to leave.
All units be advised, someone is online. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's just gotta.
see him.
Let us know when you're ready.
Yeah, you're good.
All right.
Alright. Well, this leads back to my two questions. Why, like, did you tell two minors that of such a thing? And then my other one is, why do you continue such acts despite what we've all said already?
Well, for the first one, me and Shark got that stuff like out of the way, like when we first.
Right here.
Probably her mom again.
Probably.
Look at me.
My mom keeps coming downstairs. This is the only place in the house I can go
He's gonna.
where I won't immediately crash.
Sankari, here.
Mhm.
Hop in comms. Stand here.
Me and Shark initially told each other that stuff when we first started dating. So back when he said he was 17 and I was 17. For the first question.
Alright, that leaves my second one. Why continue after you guys said, after we gave you the choices, and you guys still continued, despite what we said? And Mad tried warning you. That's the only one I'm bringing up, because I remember, and I know you remember too. And that's before Mido gave you the choices, and you still did it anyways, despite somebody trying to help you. So why continue? Like, they're both, like, kids still. Hold on.
I just don't want to lose anyone, and Shark is so clingy. Like, at this point, it's getting strange. Like, I've told him multiple times, like, hey, we're not supposed to do that, but, like, he's. Like, I don't know what to do with him.
I can't attest.
He threatened him multiple times.
Block
One
him.
time, there was one time before me and her were even dating. We were just hugging because friends do that. He did the goddamn. I can't do it. 2 fingers, like doing this with the 2 fingers, like index and like pointer and middle finger.
The I'm watching
And, like,
you
the big
signal.
thing.
The
Yes,
Yeah.
we know. Yes, we know. We know.
He did
If-
that to me before we were even dating, and when we were trying to watch the Mugen Train arc, like the movie, not the episodes, the movie, so all in one shot. He at one
he
point
was spamming me like cuddles, 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 and I'm just like, no.
Then block him. If it's the
You
point
just
where it's
got-
bugging you,
Hold on.
Adult
block
in the
him.
situation.
Thing is, I don't want to lose anyone. Plus, if I block him, like, I know we probably don't have them anymore, but like our roles in My Hero United, like I'd have to unblock him for that.
I'm sorry to say, but you just contradicted yourself.
Eh?
You literally told that person not to tell what you did, and you just literally did a 180 and contradicted yourself. Pinning the blame on the other two.
I don't think she mentioned so. I think she was just talking about Shark, but I'm just.
Yeah, I'm talking about Shark in this case.
You said Shark and Soul.
No, the clingy thing was just Shark.
But you're
But
the
either way,
adult
you
in
just-
this situation, and they're just kids. You need
Yeah.
to set the proper boundaries and say this is not okay. The way things are going on is not okay. I mean, you're not responsible for Shark. Shark's parents are. I know that you've been close for a long time, but it's not healthy at all for them being that young.
And
Yeah.
you already know this, but I've been trying to not retaliate against Shark despite the many times he's threatened me. I have just left him alone because he's a 15-year-old. I tried to not,
Read Star's
beat up
text
a
box.
child.
Moreover, in truth, you are the reason.
Read
why I
Star's
said
text
to
box.
kiss. She said it's just Shark, but did you not kiss him?
And you claim that you did. Like I said, you did a contradiction, a 180 on what you originally said to now. You still, even during filming, are with Shark. You don't tell them anything. You continue with it. So it's a contradiction.
Last time we did filming, which was the sister location one, was like right after the ultimatum, so I was still sticking close to them to feel comfortable.
That's where I
That's
come
not
in.
an excuse, though.
Yeah.
I've seen you in multiple filming occasions cuddling with him. It's either he goes to you or you go to him, leaving Pyro to the side. And I've seen you do it on multiple filming sessions.
Not even filming. If we're all hanging out, you leave Pyro to the side. I don't know if Pyro has noticed. You have. Multiple times.
The only time I ever truly noticed something like that was when we were doing the FNAF 4 one. and also like trying to get her attention. She was just missed her soul. But to be fair, I just kind of was like, okay, maybe she's just insanely focused. But other than that, I never noticed jack shit. Though to be fair, I am also a dumbass with
So not
barely any social
when
awareness.
Shark wasn't even around much. He was mainly AFK doing Foxy and just sitting in the closet. I was mainly like walking around.
No, not when we were in the closet. When we were like on the bed, like near the bed.
Yeah, he was still in the closet most of the time.
Go for Kanji. Kanji's raising his hand.
I would like to add something. The day that this started, the day where we all mentioned that for you to be in here, you would have to break up. The day that it was made, and we were all in the Five Nights at Freddy's world, while Mida was AFK, you and Shark were talking, and Shark said, "But we're not dating anymore," and you said you can still lay on my chest. I would like to add that.
That
No
is a full-on
one else
child.
was there. Everyone else was kind of gone. I was sitting there waiting for Mido to come back because I was going to tell him something, but I happened to overheard it.
Erin, that's a child. Why would you tell them that?
I actually didn't hear what he said.
He was
I
mentioning
can repeat
how
myself
during
again.
the day of the ultimatum, he heard you talking about Mido's AFK. He was sort of waiting for Mido to get back. Everyone had mostly left, and Shark was like, "We're no longer dating." You said that he could still lay on your chest. That's what he's saying. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did. Heard it
Cool.
all well with my ears.
Erin, that's a child. Why would you tell them that?
I think he has the other way around. I don't know, because I don't remember saying that part.
You know,
My
Even if
brain
it was
might
the other
be
way around.
fogged up.
Hold on,
That's
BFO. Hold on. Okay, this adds to it, but is also on a different topic at the same time. You're saying it, okay, you're saying it's the other way around, right? You just did that
Yeah,
just
'cause-
now when you said, hold on, don't cut me off. And
Yeah.
then you said that it's Shark being clingy, but then you also are being clingy to Shark if you don't realize by smooching them and then telling someone not to tell us. And then when the whole thing had been happening and I was asking everybody like what's up, like why am I hearing these rumors about Mido talking about me, you said yourself with multiple eyewitnesses, I'm gonna let you know that Mido was, and you were only like the only reason you didn't say anything was to keep your spot as Toga. And you can't say you didn't say that because I have multiple witnesses. And then Mad tried warning you about this.
Yeah, no, I
tried
did
warning
say
you,
that.
hey. And then Mad tried warning you, and we have that as a recording of Mad warning you, hey, you should stop what you're doing with Shark and Soul. You're gonna get yourself in trouble. And you brushed it off like nothing. And you said you knew it was gonna get you in trouble, and you did it anyways.
I can't even say that love makes you do stupid things. I can't even say that at this point.
It doesn't make you do illegal things.
I was trying to say I can't say much at this point. I'm kind of just letting this be said. I'm just processing all this. I'm just making sure she doesn't have another panic attack at this point. I can't exactly say much because I've had age differences in my relationships. Obviously, nothing like this, but I've still had them. That's why I never said much about the age difference because, well, I've never had a 4-year age gap. I've still had age gaps. So I was like, I can't really say anything without feeling like a hypocrite.
Yeah. Just, I'm waiting for her to say that I can keep talking. Because it looks like she's doing something.
Looks, you good?
Hold on, can you mute? You're echoing. Thank you.
Once again, I was
Am I good
waiting
to...
for my mom to go back upstairs.
You're fine. So can I continue?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this so bluntly. Those two are kids. Barely in high school. Barely anything. They barely even started life. And you showed them the wrong thing. The wrongest thing. You allowed it to continue. You allowed that to play out. You did actions with them that were illegal, despite knowing their ages.
Hold on, I have to move where I am in the house.
I'll be back in 30 seconds or so. I have to take transplant meds.
You're fine.
It's crazy to think how close of an age Shark and Soul are to me. So. they're just
McCondry,
a
how
few
old
years
are you?
younger than me. I'm just
Kanji's 14.
a year younger than them. So. That's the thing. I don't know if I'm next. That's the concern that I have because I especially don't want to be a part of a victim or victimization.
Hold on. I'm gonna get to that. There was something I did want to bring up, but she has to move her location, so give her a second.
Ooh, well, when that happens, do tell. You alright, Abridged?
I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, she's back.
There she is. Focus.
Back.
Let me know when I'm good to continue.
Yeah, you're good.
I want you to grasp this, because for me, this is very sensitive to me, so I take it more personal than most. But Shark and Soul are children. They're small. They don't know what they're doing. You're supposed to lead them down the right path. You're supposed to show them that what you three are doing are wrong.
God, sometimes I wish I was 21 already. At the very least, that one of the stores near me sold herbal cigarettes. God dang.
Alright.
I'm good to continue.
Mm-hmm.
So, my point being said and done. Why? Just why? Like, you knew it was wrong. You knew it wasn't right. You knew how most people felt about it. You knew that what you were showing them was wrong. So, why? Why, like, continue? Why keep showing them what's wrong? Why not try to change that? Because you're supposed to do that for them, and you didn't. Instead, you okay. You
Taking their innocence away.
yes, thank you. And it's gotten to the point I don't think they even realize that. That's sad. That's like really sad. So like why? And
Again,
I
you
don't want to
still
hear
have,
that it's no crazy thing what people in love do, because they don't do that. So if they do, then
also
that's
don't want,
twisted.
and I do want to clarify. You also still have not answered of if you have done sexual acts, and if so, why. Which again is pretty much the big hitter at this point.
Yeah, you've been avoiding that question a lot, and I've asked
Not
you
trying
like
to take
3
sides, but
times.
I do want to point that out because that is like the most damning one.
I actually did not hear that question. My brain is not braining apparently.
So have you? You still haven't answered the question.
Other than the fact that most people consider kissing sexual, no, we have not.
That's where I have to stop you. We've gotten not one, not two, not just three, but 4 people. I'm not gonna say who, confidential. Um, that you guys have, and you guys have said it in public around these people, and I have multiple people confirming this, and these people are very honest. So I'm gonna ask again, have you or have you not?
Brain needs to work with me.
It's a simple yes or no. It's not a brain working with. You know or you don't know. It's either you're gonna lie about it or you're gonna be honest. And that's where I also need to catch you. You said that you only said that thing to Shark in the beginning. Then why was it that in the Truth or Dare world it wasn't only that Shark knew, but also Soul?
Because Soul also initially lied about his age. Because he was this whole, like, his host was like 15, but then he was 17. And I'm just like, what?
So if I were to go ask them, they would tell me that? If I really wanted to?
Initially, when me and Soul first started dating, yes, I was told that Soul was 17.
So, like I said, if I go ask them, they'll tell me that.
Yes.
Okay. So, I'm gonna ask still, why did you avoid the first question and answer the second set of questions regarding to that question? You still avoided it. Again. You said no the first time, but then when I mentioned, well, I'm gonna catch you there because we have multiple people, multiple witnesses telling us, and they are honest people, and when I asked you again, you said brain not working. It's either yes or a no, and you still didn't answer. You answered the second question and not the first one. Again. So why didn't you answer the first question when I asked it the first time? Why do you keep skipping over that one? It's like you're trying to hide it. So I'm gonna ask you again. Did you or did you not?
You good?
Don't worry about it. You need to answer that question. You need to answer honestly. I'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
VR chat wise, yes. Outside of VR chat, no.
It's still illegal. So why did you do it? According to the law, that would be grooming. So why'd you do it?
I don't know. And I know what I did was wrong and stupid.
You obviously knew what you were doing. It's not an I don't know. You knew what you were doing.
Would I be able to add something?
Yeah.
If I can. Okay, so, Erin, when you said that earlier that when you were first dating, was it Shark or was it Soul that you said they're 15 or 17, you didn't know the age? You said that they were 17 and then turns out they were 15? Because to me, being logical, if you were dating someone and your partner is having different ages being spilled out, would you question that? Or would you leave it alone and not care in the world? Because to me, if I had someone going around ages saying that they were my age or a year older, I'd be fine with that. But if I heard that they were being age jumped by like 17 to 18, I would ask them if they were that age. And I would want to hear the truth. So, whenever Shark or Soul said that they were 17 and turns out they were 15, did you ever ask them that? Did you ever think of it? Or did you just leave it be and let the relationship continue?
I left it be, and I will admit it was stupid.
Thanks for answering.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get my composure. Stupid is an understatement, hun. This isn't like where you're like 17, under 18, and they're like 16, or hell, I don't agree with it, but 15 at least, then you're both underage. But you are. Ooh, that stupid's an understatement. Stupid is an understatement. That is the understatement of the century.
I'm
Oh
sorry,
boy.
and I'm gonna mention this. I'm going to be so honest. You are no different from any adult that does that to a child. They were jumping around. How could you not question it? How did you let that slide? How how, bro? You faltered their minds. You you're supposed to be the adult. There's like no excuse to this anymore. It's not, oh, one person's being clingy. No, there's no excuse to this. And the fact that you, instead of clearing this up and telling the truth from the get-go, we had to ask you multiple times and we had to say proof in order to get you to tell the truth instead of being honest. So this makes me question, with you saying that there's nothing between you three, despite all the reports that we've gotten, that makes me feel like you're lying. I can't trust you right now. So that leads me back to that question, and it makes me wonder, so there has to be something, because you lied about the exact thing we just asked you about by saying no, and then when I asked you again, you said yes.
Sorry, my phone just decided to activate its music.
When I first heard about all your ages, you told me Soul was 17, but you said when it first started. But then when you said all the ages about the whole girl, about like harassing Shark, you said Soul was 17. And I'm assuming that's past the beginning. I didn't find out till 2 days ago that Soul is 15. So you hid some truth there, and you lied. What was the point in that? And then there was also where somebody was trying to ask you your age, and you would not tell them, like you were hiding it. Why was that also the case? But you would tell anybody else but that person. That is part of this group. They're not here at the moment. And this is before that you got confronted about all your ages in the ultimatum. So that's 2 questions. Can I get an answer? Why did you lie about Soul's age the first time you brought it up? Because this was after the beginning. I could tell because you guys seemed like for a while. It was when I first kind of came back, and I was really just hanging out with PFL. And you said that Soul was 17. I didn't find out till 2 days ago that Soul was 15.
Go get some water, Pyrus.
And then why
I'll be
would
fine.
you not tell somebody
I can't
during
tell if it's because of the
a
anxiety
backrooms thing
hearing all
your
this, or
age,
if it's
like you
just
were
my
trying
Crohn's
to hide it
disease.
secret? And they are part of this group. So can I get the answers on those? That also leads me to a third question, but I'm waiting for the first 2.
I have ginger ale, thank God.
The first one is yes, I was nervous because normally when I say their ages, it is immediately, oh, ew. What the fuck? And the second one, I don't remember not, like, giving anyone my age, like...
Alright, that leads to my third question.
Like you said...
Do you actually have
Like
the
you
ID?
said,
Physical proof? Physical paper of you saying you do? I've been suspicious about it lately, and a couple of people have been too.
I'm gonna be honest. Do you want me to answer this one for you?
Yeah.
She doesn't have it fully diagnosed, but her therapist has said on numerous occasions that they believe she has it.
Is there a
It's
therapist
just
writing
my
of that?
therapist.
That's usually writing of that. According to a therapist, they have to write that down and take note, and they do have to prescribe stuff. And not only that, following that, they do have to get you checked out. And following also that, because I had a feeling that was going to be said, following that, your parents would have been notified. Is there paper, documentation, and your parents' notification?
It's probably somewhere in my notes, but she honestly brushed it off after saying that I probably had it. And then sessions with her just ended.
Therapists don't do that. I study in that. And I've seen one. And I've interned with one. They don't do that. So I'm gonna ask again, do you or do you not? And is there physical proof of such? With prescription in mind, because that would have been authorized and given. And if I were to ask parental-wise if they got the notification of that, they would tell me?
I do want to point out, to be fair, she does not live with either of her parents. She only lives with her grandmother.
And even
It would
and
still be
even
sent to
then,
her guardian.
I don't tell my
yeah.
grandmother anything because she does not even believe in like mental health support.
Okay, well, that's where I need to stop you there. Either of your guardians would have been notified, whether they wanted to hear it or not, because that is law and that is therapist training. Because that would make you incompatible, and it would make you mentally incompatible to make that decision on your own, so they would have been notified. So I will ask again. Did they get notified? And if so, can I hear them say that they did?
I'm gonna be honest, son. The only way I can think that your therapist would have stopped sessions immediately after that is if they had to leave that office, and even then, I've had a therapist have to leave
They'd still
a
notify you.
organization. Yeah, I was gonna say, even when they leave the organization, they notify and they still have to write up a final report.
So, do they? Is there any proof on this? Do you have the actual diagnosis? Do you have any of the prescriptions? And do your parents have that notification? Any guardian that can confirm such? It's a yes or a no. It's a no, isn't it?
As I said, my therapist never like did anything with it.
They should have. So,
Like, I told her that, hey, I think I might have this. She said, based on your behavior, maybe, and then just never did anything.
At that point, that's negligence. At which point, that therapist would have lost her license.
exactly, but she didn't lose her license, meaning something doesn't add up.
Because I told her to just leave it be, because
she wouldn't have left it be. That's not what they would have done. It would have been reported.
then I don't know. Because I told her
And you don't have it. It's that simple. And I'm gonna let you know, with research given, DID doesn't react on fictional characters or older characters of you. It reacts on younger, past versions of you, not a fictional character. You want to explain that? Or are you just trying to act like different people sometimes? Which is okay if you want to do that. But you can't claim it as DID. If you're undiagnosed, you don't have it either. And you haven't been pre-diagnosed either. Because a therapist can't diagnose you as such. It would be given to a doctor and then you get prescription off it within the time lapse of 1 or 2 days. With the checkup after. Or before the prescription.
then technically if I wanted to go back to therapy and get tested for that, I could. But as of right now, no, there's no technical diagnosis.
So you don't have DID then? So why do you claim that you do?
Because as I said she suspected it, and I told her, and then nothing ever came out of it.
So you're not diagnosed with it then, so why are you claiming that you have it? They said it's a possibility, it does not mean that you have it.
Yeah.
So why do you claim that you do? And why is it always a fictional, non-realistic things that have not happened to you? Or past versions of you? Is it just you wanting to fake being somebody else? Is that what it is?
Would I be able to continue this topic through my experience with this?
Yeah, sure.
I'm just gonna say, point blank, don't fake DID. It's a serious thing. I had someone who faked it earlier in a past friendship, but that doesn't matter about them. Because I have 2 friends who both have DID. It's been medically confirmed, and frankly, it hurts to know that someone could be faking it because they're just trying to get attention out of anyone, or doing it because they see fun, because they're getting their own dopamine from it. They're getting happiness from faking a real life thing. That's like shaving your hair off and saying that you have cancer or anything. Faking something isn't nice. It's not pretty for anyone. Because then think of the people that have to go around and deal with it because they don't know if you're real or not. I bet Pyros feels very saddened at the fact that if you do not have it, then that you've just been faking it, or anyone else that has been friends with you longer than I have. And speaking about that, I am younger than Shark and Soul, might I add.
Hold on, I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna add that. Don't worry, I got that. I got that. It follows my next question. Okay,
but
this is my
just mainly.
last. Yeah, this is my last question. My very last question. It's the $1 million question. Okay, we know that you, Shark and Soul, a thing, still continuing it, as we obviously seen, because friends don't do that. I'm gonna let you know. If, God forbid, this is a hypothetical situation, it's like me saying if Kanji had like confessed to you and then lied about their age, and then you found out later, you would have stayed with Kanji, and Kanji's younger than them. I'm gonna let you know. Kanji is younger than them, and you would have allowed that because recently, it's been brought to my attention because Kanji is a dear friend of mine. So anything that goes on with my friends, it will be brought to my attention that you have been oddly close with them lately. Kanji is younger than both of them. Explain what in your right mind. You can't say it's for love. Oh my god, if I hear that excuse, I hear it all the time. What you are doing is an account of grooming and pedophilia. I'm gonna let you know. Mad warned you. Might have warned you.
I can't hear you. Hold on. Turn up your volume.
Move the mic. Multiple people have warned you that what you are doing is an act of grooming, molestation, faking disorders. Well, now I'm adding that one because that you weren't diagnosed, so it is faking it. And what I said, and pedophilia, grooming, molestation. Those 3 with faking disorders. You've been oddly close with Kanji lately. Kanji is younger than Shark and Soul, and I don't get why you are so close with Kanji. And I want to ask that. So that's one of my $1 million questions. And my second $1 million question is, do you realize all you have done wrong and why you shouldn't have continued it? Because what you did, there's no turning back now, and there's no changing it, because we gave the chance for you to fix it, and you didn't, and you ignored us, and you did it behind our backs. You are on that charge. In both Soul State and in Sharks, it is illegal. You would be charged instantly. They would not care. There's no evidence supporting you right now. And nothing can help you. Everything is turned against you. The fact that you did not tell Pyrus anything about this, and we're sitting here telling them that. So, my main question is, if Kanji had been in the same boat as Sark and Soul, would you have allowed that? And you can't say no, because I think it's a yes. Or you could say no, but I want to hear why you would say no. Because if it is a no, why didn't you do it for Shark and Soul?
Also, please don't try to lie. I've been monitoring your voice, so I can definitely tell when you're about to slip up.
So why are you so close to Kanji? And if Kanji was in the same boat as Shark and Soul, would you have continued it? Those are my 2 last questions, and then I'm done.
I actually never realized that I was getting close to Kanji. Like, I'm just trying to be friendly. I never, realized, how close I was getting to him, and I'm sorry if I was getting too close.
that leaves my other question. If Shark and Soul, if Kanji I meant was in the same situation as Shark and Soul, and you found out they lied about their age, and then you found that out, would you have continued it?
No, because
you obviously continued it with Shark and Soul.
One, I haven't known Kanji for as long, and two, he is a lot younger than they are.
So it's okay for Shark and Soul for being that 1 year difference that they all are?
Shark I've known since before I was 18. We started dating when I was 17. And
So wouldn't that make him the same
my
age
best
as
friend
how I am?
warned me, and I should have stopped it there.
But you just dodged my question.
I have looked into the laws as much as I can. I haven't checked in a few years. The last time I checked, the maximum of an age difference I have seen, at least for our region of the U.S., is 3 years.
I'm gonna say something, and this is the last thing I'm saying. It's not a question. It's gonna be a statement. Because I'm so mad with you. What you did makes you no better than any pedophile I've seen, or anything I've witnessed. You could have stopped it. You could have changed it, but you didn't. And that makes you just as bad. And that's all I have left to say.
Anybody have anything else to say?
I would.
got one thing.
I'll let Lux
Lux.
go first.
Retrograde, go.
Erin, I want you to be honest with me, okay? Because I know, deep down inside, you still have that little bit of careness left. So I want you to be honest with me. I heard from Star that you were talking shit about me behind my back with Nathan. Is that true or not? Because I don't know whether I believe in Star or you.
Depending on your answer, I have a statement to say to that, by the way.
But please answer honest with me, okay? Because I don't
actually don't remember ever talking shit about you behind your back.
You're wrong. I have multiple witnesses of you even last night saying that that Nathan was complaining about Lux because they weren't coming around, and you were agreeing to such actions, and you were adding to that.
Yeah, no, I was confused on like why I wasn't allowed to like join you, and yeah, I said some stuff, and I'm sorry.
All right, good. I sort of halfly accept your apology, but look, after all this, I am going to do a little agreement with you. All right. I will still hang out. I'll still hang out with you, be friends, but I don't ever want to see you ever doing this stuff ever again. Okay? I'll be monitoring you, and I'm gonna be there to help you out. All right? But that is my promise. But I need you to make a promise to me. Don't ever do this stuff again, because what you have done is so effed up. Because I see you like a sister. So, that is all I'm gonna say. You're lucky I'm not stop being friends with you. Because I was actually close on ending it all. On blocking you from TikTok, blocking you on here, and blocking you on anything else. Alright? You're lucky. I want to think about what I'm going to say, so everyone else go first before I say anything, because I need to figure out what the fuck I'm going to say at
Kanji?
all.
I'm waiting for Sho to come back to hear this.
Yeah, but Erin, I'm just going to say this.
I'd like to
Please,
go after Kanji.
don't do this again, alright?
I'd like to go after you, Kanji.
And I am going to say this.
You can go.
I am sorry that I'm literally talking like this.
No, it's fine.
I'm a little disappointed. I'm also kind of mad, but I am disappointed. Alright? So please don't start off anything. So please, Erin, please think before you act.
on stuff. And also, if you do get a little upset with me, that's fine. I understand. But please don't go up to somebody and going, oh, hey, Lux did this. Oh, hey, Lux did that. Because that really affects me very badly. Because I get very sensitive on stuff when people talk shit about me.
No, I
may,
completely understand where you're coming from.
yeah, because like I may be 19, but thanks to my autism, I take stuff so seriously that to a point I will cry like a child because I don't like people talk shit about me. All right, but look, you're lucky. I'm still considering to stay friends with you and hang out with you. But that is just only me, what I'm doing. I'm only doing this because I agree on this. This is just me. But am I always going to be hanging out with you a lot? I'll try. But most times I'll be with Yagi doing recordings. But please, think before you act, alright? That's all I want to ask from you. Alright? Alright. My questioning and this and that is done.
Alright.
Go ahead, Conjure.
Thank you, Lux. But back to what I was saying. When we were talking about me saying if I was in the same boat, you denied and said that I'm way too young, and that only makes me a year younger than them. But what age is Shark currently right now?
15.
Okay, and you said you dated them when you were 17, which is
That
2
would
years
make them
ago.
13 at the time.
So, once again, that does not leave me out of the question, kind of. It's just you weren't being honest, because that would make them a year younger than me currently, and that would have made me very younger than that. I would have been like 11.
So, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't get. Like, this is me actually about to lose my cool, so I'm gonna try not to yell. But I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't get why you did this. I don't get why you had to lie to all of us and we have to find out from multiple different people. I don't get what got in your right mind that you could ignore the law and that you would not get caught. I don't get why. You honestly, the fact that you are hiding this from people, and the other day, honestly, it's so true getting involved with somebody who was telling you that they're right. They were right. That person that was like, oh yeah, no, the age difference is illegal. They were right. They're not wrong. They're not wrong. Now, harassing, they shouldn't have been doing that, yes. But they were right. Multiple people told you on multiple accounts that it was wrong, and you didn't listen. I told Matt to warn you. I told Matt, listen, just warn her and let her know that she shouldn't be doing this, because then, like, she'll be out of the blue and it won't ever be brought up. You ignored Mad. You ignored what I tried helping you with. You ignored everything. Mido tried helping you. Voice tried helping you. Kamara tried helping you. You ignored all of us. So you know what? You dug your own grave. And I'm so glad, and I want you to sit in it and realize what you did. I don't care if any of them, like, if anybody, I don't care if people are mad because we had this conversation. I don't care, because honestly, it is so true. You have no excuse for what you did. I don't care if it's I don't know, I wasn't thinking at the time. You should have been thinking, because you were an adult. You were the closest to an adult, and you led them down the wrong path. So honestly, you dug your own grave, and you need to, like, just lay there and accept what you did. No one's gonna defend you. No one. You are just as bad as any molester, any groomer, any pedophile. I don't care if this is VRC. Because God, what if it was IRL? You are just as bad. And I will never see you the same. Because I know a lot of us feel betrayed. Myself included.
We all have felt betrayed. We all.
I'm gonna be blunt. I'm gonna be straight up honest. Take this however you want. I don't care. I am completely disgusted by your actions. Not only with pedophilia, not only with grooming, but having the audacity to fake DID, which can hurt people. I am completely disgusted that you did that for all those years. I don't know how long you've been faking DID, but I know it's been for a while. And I'm completely disgusted by it.
The bridge, you can go now.
If what you said was true about Shark lying about his age, which he has it in his bio, so I won't deny you on that. Why would you keep the relationship going? Because at one point you had to know his true age. Am I wrong?
No, you're right. And as I said earlier, my IRL best friend warned me, and I didn't listen to her.
So, why did you ignore multiple people's advice? IRL and in VR.
I don't want to hear no sappy, oh, it's for love. That's the biggest BS ever.
Yeah.
And here's another question: why fake the ID? And before you go and say, "Oh, it's because the therapist told me that I might have it," no. If it's not diagnosed, then it's fake. So why the fuck would you fake the ID? That's what I want to know. It's okay if you want to be other people. That's fine. But claiming it as DID is disgusting. So I want to know why. Why would you want to fake the ID?
I don't have a complete answer. My answer is like I don't have a complete answer. I wasn't trying to start drama or anything with that part.
Alright. Abridged. If you want to say anything.
Try and keep level-headed.
This doesn't have as much of an effect on me because I never really knew you as well. But I'm with BFL on this one. Everything you've did is just utterly fucking disgusting. It's pathetic, it's sad, it's disgusting, and I'll never even look at you the same again. If I wasn't already mad at you before, I don't understand what makes you think you have the right to go behind all of our fucking backs doing some shit like this, and then proceed to talk crap on Lux over there behind his back, thinking you're so up or whatever. You're sick. And as of right now, I have my own head answer for the question BFL asked you. Until you figure out your answer, I got one for you. You want people to feel bad for you. Is that it?
As I said, I wasn't trying to cause any drama, and I wasn't trying to gain any pity. I'm not entirely sure.
It's a yes or a no. It's not an explanation. It's not a repeat. That's all it is.
But
then the answer to was I trying to get people to feel bad for me is no, I was not.
So what was going through your head when you were like, "Ah, yes, let me fake the ID"?
So it's because you have a possibility of having it. That's stupid shit. Hell, I know this is an extreme comparison, but if someone told me I have a possibility of having cancer, I'm not gonna go running around putting it out on the internet, setting up GoFundMe's to try and get me treatment. I'm gonna wait until
I have something to say about that. To be honest, I wasn't gonna say it earlier, but I'm gonna say it now. Obviously, you did not do your research on DID. I think you're one of the I'm so sorry. Well, not really. You're one of the dumbest people I've seen fake it. Because you obviously didn't do any research on it. Because it's based on your traumas. Not on characters. Not on, future things. No. that's how you know it's fake. Honestly, I would not be shocked because you want to act like a different person all the time that you're bipolar. But I'm not gonna say you are. But I would not be shocked. Anybody else have anything else to say?
I do, but again, I'm waiting to make sure everyone else gets what they have to say out before I say anything.
Oh, Mido wants to say something.
Here we go.
I'm not even saying anything, really. It should be obvious at this point. You don't have your roles anymore. Neither does Shark, because Shark's on his own clusterfuck that we are currently looking into. You and Shark have both lost your roles, and so probably so has Soul. And there's other reasons for that, but we're looking into it. That's all I can say. Don't bother coming around for auditions. Don't bother coming around for filming, because you will be kicked promptly. The evidence I have looked at has made me extremely disgusted. If you somehow find some miracle, and you somehow prove that, as you're saying, Shark is more of the issue, I'd be willing to let Lux continue his attempted rehabilitation of you. But I need proof of that first. As of now, you and Shark are both a problem. In my eyes. I tried to help you. I tried to help you so much. Tried to help. You had an easy ticket solution, because... Oh my goodness. Had you had just listened to that, I wouldn't have even found out any of the other stuff you had done. But it's gotten to a point where I can't ignore it anymore, and I can't be friends with you anymore. You may have noticed I already have unfriended you, and I have already unfriended Shark. Soul, I am remaining in contact with, for multiple reasons, including a possible contact with you, if we do find evidence that Shark is more so a problem.
But then that would still leave the question of why you even engaged in such actions. Why did you add on to things? That would still add on to that.
And that is also my point. But I'm not going to question you, because I am stressed the fuck out. You... Honestly, I hope you find a way to be better. Because quite frankly, as fucked up as things you've done, and as weird as things have been, if Shark truly is the problem and we somehow make that discovery, I hope you do better. But otherwise, you're dead to me. And I'm not sorry if that hurts.
Pyro, say what you were going to say, and then let's wrap this up.
It's Pyros and BFL, the last two.
Real quick.
BFL go first.
If what you're saying is true about Shark being the problem, which I'm not going to deny, because I don't know if that's true or not, there's this really cool button that's red and everything called the block button. If Shark really is the problem, and he was trying to push onto you, and you really cared about your roles, why not just block him? Because it was either you're going to lose him, or you're going to lose all of us, and you really chose him? Because that's what you did. Instead of blocking him, you decided to go behind our backs and continue the relationship. So that's basically you choosing him over us, over your role, which you cared so much about, apparently.
Small interjection, if you don't mind, BFL. Like, after the incident after the situation where I told you, if you just distance yourself, if Shark kept pushing and you had come and told me, you wouldn't be in this spot, probably. Because we probably would have never found out anything, to be fair, but also probably because at that point, if you had reported to me, if you had been willing to do the right thing at the cost of Shark probably would have been kicked, and we would have been more focused on trying to rehabilitate you than do what we're doing now. And that's just me being honest, because even though technically I shouldn't have that instinct, because yes, even if assuming what you're saying about Shark is true, you still, as an adult, should have been the one to put a stop to it. But I know what manipulation feels like, and I know it sucks. So I'm willing to give you the smallest little chance. If that's what you did, but you didn't, and you went behind my back. So therefore, I can't trust a thing you're saying. Sorry, BFL.
That's pretty much it for me. But just know I'm not seeing you again. We are done. That's it. Pyro can go.
Now it's just Pyros.
All right. I have no fucking words. Because even though you weren't officially in a relationship with them, you still engaged as if you were. Which I have told you before, I have an issue. I have had an issue with a past ex doing almost the same exact thing, just way worse by actually being in a relationship with them and just not saying jack shit. Now, I'm going to be honest, I had a small idea that something was going on. I just didn't know what because they just asked me like 2 questions, then let me go. And I thought they were just asking just to make sure because, sometimes at the start of a season, creators want to make sure that they have information correct. That's what I thought was going on. I didn't know it was all of this. But they did talk to my mom, and I was wondering why my mom was so pissed. Now I know. My mom is literally pissed as hell. And if I end up telling her their answers, any chance of her being chill might go out the fucking window. Because she literally through this whole time was sort of like, I can tell when she's like, because now thinking back to it, I've seen my mom try to forgive someone and try to play devil's advocate. And it was almost the same exact thing, just her trying to fucking hide it, and she can't do that for shit. Because I'm her son and I've seen her. I'm currently don't know how to proceed. I honestly don't. Because on one hand, I still have love for you, despite all this shit. And I have little siblings. I have multiple siblings who are the same age as Shark and Soul. And if this had been, and if it weren't for the fact that I know the shit that has gone on with Shark and Soul, the fact that I've seen how shit has gone, and again, I'm not going to take sides between you, Shark, and Soul, because I frankly don't want to. I literally have been trying to stay the fuck away from that situation and not to do with a 10-foot fucking pole. But it's to the point where currently I literally at least multiple times have put down my control and gone to take a drag off a cigarette despite me not having one. That only happens when I'm at my fucking limit. So again, I don't know how I'm going to proceed. I know at the very least I'm not going to fully cut you off because I understand that there's some shit going on. And frankly, also, I don't really have a lot in me to fully block and cut off someone, especially someone who is one of the few supports I have in real life. But dear God, am I going to keep a close eye on you? Because this broke my trust a lot. I literally will. I'm not going to care. I'm going to go for a bike ride after this. And I don't care that it's wet. I don't fucking care. As long as it isn't fucking pour. I need to take a bike ride after this. But I literally was nearly throwing up towards the end of this. Because I was trying to calm myself. And my Crohn's disease and my anxiety are tied. And they were acting the fuck up. I took a hydroxine. Because I sometimes get a sense of something might be being wrong. And again, I've been under stress for the past few days. So my anxiety was on high. I took it. It has done jack shit. I think you understand. I take 10 milligrams of that shit. And I've had times where I'm nearly having a panic attack and that stuff has stopped. And it has not done shit for me today. But I don't know how I'm going to proceed. I'm probably going to have to talk with my mom. I'm very glad I don't have work tomorrow. Because I don't think I'd be able to go to work like this. But all I know is I'm hurt. I'm a bit pissed. And currently, I'm honestly just at this point, again, I have told you multiple times when it came to Shark and with Shark especially. With Soul, I told you he seemed chill. But I told you numerous times, even before we dated, that Shark seemed unstable. I told you that. I told you he's overly clinging. He's a bit controlling. I was trying to let it just be my anxiety, but dear God, I was right at this point. I warned you numerous times. Even when we got together, I told you, this is not when he spammed you. I told you, you need to tell him to fuck off. Or block him or something at this point, because it's getting out of hand. And you did not do any of that. And honestly, I'm honestly feeling more bad for everyone else here, because at least for me, I've only known you for 2 months. going on 3. They've all known you for years. So for them, this probably hurts like a fucking bullet. But what I do know is I want you to take time, figure shit out, get it together, and really reflect. And I honestly urge you at this point, if you haven't already, fucking block Shark. Don't give a fuck what he says. Don't care if he decides to say he wants to dox you or some shit. Tell him fuck off, and if he really threatens to dox, call the fucking police at that point. Because at that point, that's a threat. He may not be able to be charged as an adult, but at least they will do something. But this shit's fucked up. I'm probably, after we finish this up, probably going to go take my bike ride. I'm probably going to have to explain to my mom about this, which is not going to be a fun conversation. And all I know is I just fucking don't know what to do. What I do know is I, at the very least, want you to know that I'm willing to give you a chance, but it's going to be a fucking close eye on you for at least a while.
Is that everything?
Wrap this up.
Is everybody done?
I kind of wanted to add something,
Just
but
one-
I don't think I should.
I'm just gonna say one small thing, whatever, before we wrap this up. Erin, I'm gonna be the same way with Pirates over here. I'm gonna keep my close eye on you, and I'm gonna try my hardest to rehabilitate you. If you take that offer, because you're lucky, I'm going to try to help you out. Because obviously, you lost Yagis for trying to help you out. You probably already lost mom and dad's trying to help you out. And you already lost trust from BFL, our other sibling. You did not lost mine because I am too nice enough to try to rehabilitate you. Yes, true, I could have not, because you did talk behind my back. And that really hurt. It hurt. Like someone just straight up came behind my back and pulled their full hand in my chest. But no. So you're lucky I'm doing this. I'm doing this for you to save your life. And to be able to have you back in this group again. If you show signs that is good enough for Yagi.
I'm going to say I'm
You
the
understand?
same way.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm the same way as Lux because I'm on the same way. I'm too nice to just fully cut someone off, especially in a situation like this. But dear God, am I close? Because I really don't want to go through the shit I went with Max again. But again,
wanna say
because I
one quick
noticed you are different, I'm
Sorry.
going to try and give you a shot. I'm going to give you one more recommendation. Take the rest of the night off.
Yes.
Take the rest of the night off from VR chat online. Watch
Yeah,
YouTube, do
drink
something.
water.
Yep. As that's my two
All right.
piece. I'm gonna nope the hell out because I need to go take this fucking bike ride, and I'm probably gonna have to go. And I'm probably gonna have to explain to my mom because I told her that I didn't know. I told her that I was gonna be hanging out with people, and she usually tries to leave. But she noticed when she came in to drop out to pick up laundry, she noticed I was feeling anxious, and she was asked what was wrong, and I told her, "Hold on, I don't have the full story yet." So she's probably gonna ask me, and I'm gonna have to explain all this shit. And that's not gonna be a fun
All
conversation.
right, go take your bike ride, Pyros.
See ya.
This is concluded.
Something to say. I haven't
Aaron,
had a chance
you're
to-
going.
I'm proud of you.
Aaron, take the
Well, I
rest of
hear
the
a
night
voice.
off the headset.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to get my
Oh.
say in yet.
Okay, voice.
I'll be quick. I'll be very quick.
Mm-hmm.
It's not only the fact that you lied to us, it's the fact that you as an adult took advantage of these kids, stole their childhood. Okay? And not only that, we tried to warn you this could put you in jail. What you're doing is illegal. We've been trying to help you. We've talked to you about this. It's just the fact that you had lied to us is incredibly hurtful. And unfortunately, we're going to have to remove you from our family server. You just can't be our kiddo anymore. In order to
I
protect
kinda
everyone in
figured
there.
that.
And as everyone said, you need to block Shark. You need to end things
I
with
am,
both
and
Shark and Soul
before
completely.
you remove me from the family server, I would like to ask Lux if I am allowed to add him on Discord so I can send him proof of me blocking Shark.
You've
already been
you
removed
have
from the family
permission.
server.
But you have my full permission because you know my Discord name. It's just say Lux the Wolf, and you will find it.
All right, thank
If
you.
you really can't get it, I'll unblock you and send it your way. I will.
All right,
So-
everyone have a good night. I'm heading out.
Good night.
This also means you
Change your
can't
bio.
just. This also means you can't just, block them, show proof, and then unblock them. Because if we find out you do that, then you just dug yourself a bigger hole.
Yes, I know.
Also, if you try to move on and carry on with it behind our backs, there will be more people like us that will think different, and this hell will get just more greater.
This is only half of the people that wanted to confront you tonight. Not even half.
Also, do yourself a favor. Change your bio. Get rid of that I have the ID bullshit in your bio.
Now, do you have anything you want to say before you go?
At least until you get confirmation.
No.
I sent you Lux's Discord. Be smart. Think
And
hard
please, Aaron.
and carefully.
And please, Aaron, get some drink of water after this, okay? Because you're going to need it. And also get some food. That's all I'm saying. You're
With that
lucky I
being
do get a
said,
little care.
with that being said, I am concluding this confrontation.
Look, guys,